Cam, how long have you been meditating for, and how did you get into it in the first place?
I've been meditating for 12 years now, I would say, more or less. And I got into it, I think, how did I get into it? Good question. I think it was a complete accident. I was doing a master's of business, and my HR prof taught us that we were going to be in very stressful worlds and very stressful lives, and that if the signs of stress typically are increased heart rate and increased muscle tension and respiration, and for like a long-term stress, and meditation reverses physiologically those three. So he said, if I teach you guys how to meditate, maybe that will be helpful for you in your lives to maintain your locus of health. So he taught us how to meditate, and so it was very secular and non-religious for me from the beginning, and that was that.
The Shambhala Center, some people may get it confused with the Shambhala Music Festival. Can you tell us what the meditation center specifically is about, and just so people have clarity of what it actually is, and that it's not actually associated with the music festival?
Right. Well, the one is a party where there's a lot of DJs and dancing until the wee hours of the morning, and the other one is a center where you can meditate and practice present awareness, and take classes and understand how to work with your mind, how to work with the body in terms of being present and connecting with your heart. Okay. So I'll leave it up to you to figure out which one is which.
Okay. The Shambhala Center is based on Buddhism tradition. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? And the second part to that question is, can you be of any faith to come to the Shambhala Center?
Well, I would first answer the second part. Yes, absolutely. The Shambhala Center welcomes all faiths. It's a secular tradition of Buddhism, so it might be a little bit hard to connect with, but the teachings started in the Shambhala Center. They come from a number of different cultures, from wisdom traditions throughout the world, and the Shambhala teachings are a confluence of those different wisdom traditions. There's a lot of Tibetan Buddhism, and as well as Ben from Tibet, and teachings from China, and flower arrangement from Japan. So I think that it's more a display of human wisdom over the years and over the ages that has come together.
Why would you say meditation is good for your overall health? I know you touched on that a little bit already, can anybody benefit from meditation?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's good for your health. I think so. I mean, that's up for you to decide. You have to do it to see if it is. It's certainly something that I found beneficial throughout my life in being more present. Being present to my body, how that feels, and being present to my mind. And then ultimately to others. So I think that it's up to us to determine whether something is good for us or bad for us, and all we have to do is enter the situation with curiosity and say, if you and wonder, is this working for me? And if it isn't, don't do it. I don't think it's healthy to come to meditation with a sense of wanting to have greater health or wanting to fix yourself. Ultimately, the view of Buddhism and the view of meditation and Shambhala is that we're not inherently broken, and although we may feel stuck sometimes in difficult life situations, we have a basic ground of health that's always available to us, and through the practice of meditation we actually get to see that we're not broken at all, and that's kind of refreshing news, I think.
Nice. You recently relocated to up on Stanley Street there. Can you tell us, give us specifics of the address and when you'll be opening there to the public, or if you're already open to the public?
Yeah. We're going to be opening June 2nd, and we moved to 812 Stanley Street, which was the old soup kitchen. And it's a huge move for us because we've been locating out of the building on Baker Street For 35 years, we've been up on the third floor of Sonia's building, and now we've moved. We bought our new building for the first time ever. We're like new homeowners, and it's right across from the school on Stanley Street, 812.
What would you recommend for someone just starting out in meditation, or who wants to, or is exploring the idea of it?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I guess I would say we do an open house at the Shambhala Center every Monday night. That will start June 2nd. So that's a great thing to come to. You'll learn how to meditate. It takes about 15 minutes. It's a really simple technique. And then after that, we practice that in a group. And after that, there's often a discussion or a talk. And then we have tea and cookies and hang out for a little bit. It goes from 7 till 9 on Monday nights. And anybody's welcome, and it's free. So that's always a nice place to start.
Any last closing thoughts or words that you'd like to share?
I don't know who I'm talking to out there, so it's. I would just say, yeah, maybe I'll see you at the Shambhala Center. If I do, maybe you can say hi and say I saw your video, and that'll be kind of fun too.